Hey, what's up guys? Brad with Squared Away every day, and today we are going to be going to take a look at a Mercedes Sprinter Winnebago Revel, a vehicle that personally I think is one of the coolest vehicles I've ever seen. When I first saw one, I just had to have one. So we're going to go take a look today. I've never even driven one. I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on it. And while we're driving up there, I'm going to make a kind of a response video or a follow-up video to a very controversial video I made just a few days ago called, I don't know, it's called something like the worst purchase I ever made, the Tesla Model X Plaid. And it was polarizing, let's just put it that way. So if you like this kind of content, please go ahead and give me a like, give me a sub, and let's hop into it. All right, so we got about an hour's drive up to go pick up the Winnebago, and I figured I'd do just a quick little vlog here. I put up a video a couple days ago called, I don't know, something like the worst purchase I've ever made, the Tesla Model X Plaid, something like that, I don't know. And a lot of people liked it, but I did have a handful of people, more than usual, that really disliked that video. They unsubscribed. It was, let's put it this way, more people have unsubscribed from that video than any other video I've made. Let's go ahead and cancel this. And I just thought that was weird. Why do people care if I think that it's the worst purchase I ever made? Probably because those people also purchased a Model X or Model X Plaid, and that's why they were following the channel, and so maybe they were just mad about that. I'm not entirely sure, but nonetheless, I want to reiterate that I think, and I'm in the car right now, the Model X Plaid, I think the Tesla Model X Plaid is an awesome vehicle. It's an incredible vehicle. Hands down, I think it is the best daily driver that you can be driving in 2023. It's a Tesla Model X Plaid. Specifically, what other vehicle can you go sub 10 seconds on the quarter mile and still have like pretty much a little minivan? We've got 3 rows of seats in here. You can seat 6 people comfortably. All the tech in this vehicle, it's incredibly easy to drive. It's an awesome vehicle. I've made a video about it, best daily driver, and I stand by that. But I also stand by the statement that I think it was the worst purchase I ever made in my life. And that's because the car just appreciated so freaking quick. And yes, obviously I know cars depreciate. I'm not getting rid of it because it was a bad purchase. If anything, I should probably hold on to it for a little while. No, I'm getting rid of it because it just doesn't fit the needs that I need. All these vehicles that I have are tools. Some of the tools are there just to, you know, so I can have fun. But some of them are there so that I can get shit done. And this particular vehicle just doesn't have enough space for me to go ahead and do all the stuff that I need to do. So I'm getting rid of it. Now this Winnebago that I'm picking up is not, I'm not picking it up yet. I'm gonna go check it out. But the Winnebago Revel that I'm looking at is not replacing the Model X Plaid in terms of its use in the stable vehicles. It's more so just a vehicle that I'm looking at for touring. So cross-country road trips, shoulder season camping, that kind of stuff. For those of you that don't know, like I said, I've got that Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road, fully built overland rig, and that is a sick vehicle, but it's different. It's going to be different than the Revel is. It's not quite the same. It's not built for touring like the Revel is. So anyway, really sick, but going back to the Model X Plaid, I stand by what I said. It's the worst purchase I've ever made. I've never had a vehicle depreciate that quickly. I know all vehicles depreciate, but I've never had one depreciate that quickly. And again, you can go ahead and check out that video up in the corner there on how it initially happened, like the depreciation of the X and the S's really. But after that, what that video doesn't tell you is that Tesla marked those vehicles down brand new from a $145,000 sticker price, mine anyway, down to a $125,000 sticker price after I made that video even. So anyway, I stand by that. It's the worst purchase I ever made. Great vehicle, awesome vehicle, incredible vehicle, but a bad purchase, a really bad purchase. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this Winnebago. We're gonna do a bit of a time jump. All right, guys, so kind of noisy out here, but check this sucker out. I already got in it and messed with it a little bit, so I wasn't just bumbling around while I was on video, but LED headlights, super stoked about that. Just got the steely wheels on it. And this is like that slate blue color, obviously, if you can't tell. Looks very good. You've got the awning up top, pretty sick. That's auto awning. You've got this gear ladder so you can climb up top. There is solar up on top of this rig. And then we've got obviously the iconic push outs. And let's get inside the vehicle here. I'll show you what we're dealing with. try to kick my feet off and be as respectful as possible. You know, it's good that I got up here and I was able to actually drive this thing around in the snow a little bit because, well, I'm planning to use it in the snow. I did want to say, just right off the bat, and I'm kind of a stickler for this, the driving seated position that you're in, because it's such a tall vehicle, you can see my legs can go straight down at a 90, and that's super comfy. We've got this huge windshield here, and so the visibility is just great. Like when you're driving in this thing, obviously you can't see out the back super great, but going forward you can see everything, which is just really, really awesome. I really like the way this thing drives. It is very underpowered. It's kind of a dog. It's not like it's an overly fast vehicle, or, you know, it's going to win any sort of races or anything like that, but it is drivable. It can get out of its own way, and that's kind of the important thing. So same thing with my Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road. Same thing on that vehicle. It's not like an overly fast vehicle, but that's not what it's about. It's about just being drivable and being able to get out of its own way in an intersection or something like that, and having the low range power. Now, this particular van here, this is the 4-wheel drive actuator, and then this is to get it into 4-wheel drive low, essentially, or just the low range 4-wheel drive is essentially how you get that kicked in. So really liking that. You've got these, like, I don't know, I don't think they're real leather, but they're like a vegan leather kind of look to them. These seats swivel around 360 degrees, which is nice, because then you've got this table back here that can swivel out. This is the passenger's chair here, and you can seat up to 2 people right there. And the view on that is actually really nice, which I'm concerned about for my kiddo. I want to make sure that she's got a good view, and this is what it looks like. So you can see out the windshield, you can see out the side, and you can see out the other side window, and that's nice. You've got these nice bug screens here, so if it's just a nice day or if it's hot, you can leave the doors open and just roll these screens out and just zip them up, and that's pretty sweet. We've got automatic doors. In the newer vans, they don't have auto doors like this. They're actually manual, and that's nice because when you're in the actual van, it's nice so you don't have to lunge forward and close that thing. Like, I could do it obviously, but if you're smaller statured, you probably wouldn't want to. You've got your sink there, obviously. That all swivels out. You've got your induction cooktop. You've got your pantry and all that kind of stuff. Your fridge. You've got a bathroom here. We could probably turn some lights on. You got the bathroom right there, and the shower, which is pretty cool, especially if you've got ladies on the road trip with you. That is pretty freaking awesome. I bet they're gonna love that. A little bit of accent lighting, which is cool. If you turn all these off, you just got some little accent lighting for nighttime. You can have low lights or high, which is pretty cool. So then you move to the back, and you've got this bed here. This bed is interesting. It can move up and down, and that's pretty cool. They call this down below the bed. This bed can go all the way up to here, by the way. I'm not gonna bore you with it. This is called the garage down here. You can put bikes down here, gear down here. You can even put like little accommodations so you can have a secondary bed for kiddos, which is probably what I'll end up doing. And then obviously you've got your bed here. You've got your air conditioner, which is sweet. You've got a fan. You've got a little carbon monoxide and smoke alarm right there. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We've got some solar up on the roof. Here you can see the solar control and the battery tender. It'll let you know your battery status. This is all about your water tanks, what kind of level you've got on your water, hot water heater. You've got your inverter right there for the power that's coming into the vehicle. You've got your furnace control, your hot water control, which you kind of have to turn this on, then you turn that on. I don't know, it's kind of redundant, I guess. You got your fan control for the fan right there, and then you can raise the bed up and down, and this is the temperature control for the furnace, or for the heater, for the diesel heater, and it's got an electric heater in it. So pretty cool. I'm actually very impressed with it, much more impressed with it than I actually thought I was going to be. I don't know. I just kind of thought, I don't know. I just didn't know what to expect, really. I've never been in one of these kind of vehicles before, and so I didn't really know what to expect. Once again, this is not going to be replacing the Tesla Model X Plaid. That's going to have to be a different vehicle. This is not going to be a daily driver for me. It's just for road trips, in those shoulder season camp trips, maybe even in like peak season if it's too hot, or if there's just like a crap load of bugs like there was last summer. Maybe I would bring something like this, but it's really cool rig. And I don't know, we might be adding something like this, maybe not this exact one, but we might be adding something like this to the channel. So let me know in the comment section down below if you've owned a Sprinter Is there certain features that I need to have in this particular vehicle? This is the diesel variant, the 4-wheel drive variant, which is all I really want. But are there other features that I need to know about that I really need to have? And more importantly, are there years that are better than the other ones? I'll do my research, of course, but if you've owned one and you're like, bro, you got to get this year, let me know in the comment section down below, and just let me know overall, would you be interested to see van content? If not, I'm just buying it for me, kind of like the Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road. Nobody likes to watch those videos, so we just use it for ourselves. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. If you like this kind of video, as always, give me a like, give me a sub, and we'll see you in the next one.